It's the Dace Man Show, featuring Gibby, Frank Ward, Cheever, Tips, Sir Nicholas Andrew, Frank Klein, Chris Bumpadre. This is Travis Goss welcoming you to the Dace-tacular Basement in Daceford, New Jersey with your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace.
What's up, Dace-tacular Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Dace Man Show. The picture will eventually come up, I guess.
Oh, this is it now.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Permanent darkness.
Oh.
There we go.
That's what Dace looks like in his casket.
Yeah, I guess so. Welcome to episode 274. I'm the Dace Man. Joining me as always, Gibby.
I'm back!
You're never gone.
Now I'm back. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm back.
I mean, your face is on camera again. It wasn't on the camera last week. Frank Ward!
I'm back too, I guess, then. According to Gibby standards.
And Tits!
Boo. Boo.
Also back again,
Yeah.
by Gibby standards.
By Gibby standards are scary.
I don't know. I had nothing prepared for the show. I haven't done shit. I don't think I've prepared for a show in months.
There's Ennies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Things happen.
I didn't
People
watch this.
died. There's
No,
a
they
proposal.
didn't. Yes, someone proposed. So one of the directors.
And I'm back.
No, he's not wrong. Someone when he won his.
He was
Emmy,
about death.
Well, that yeah. When he won his Emmy, he.
Wait a minute,
he
you're
was-
trying to tell me the entire day not a single person died?
Huh? Do you have any
You mean
obituaries?
celebrity or just in general?
General.
What day was that, Sunday?
You guys
Oh.
look good. Oh, Bump Padre.
It's somebody.
Hi, we love you.
I mean, not that we do sports, but Greg Zerline
fair.
died in fucking warm-ups. I don't know how that happened.
Can
but-
we-
Exactly.
Can we talk
And
about
he's, like, dead.
the Buffalo Bill that fucking left at halftime and just retired?
I didn't really mean to bring in sports. I just wanted to make a
Like
joke.
that's hilarious. Like he didn't like not just like joking. Like he legitimately retired from his career. He left halfway through the game
this
and
show
retired.
that's already train wrecking. Guys, I'm
How's
retired.
it
That's
Damn,
about pretty much
taking
all.
out the whole thing with you.
This team is fucking going down.
That's
Flip the
really
table,
what
done.
he said.
Did
Like
that
it was,
move?
It was so like
I don't know.
how bad do you think your team's gonna be that you're like, no, I'm not gonna go down with this. I'm
0-16.
I'll see you guys. Yeah, but none of the Browns did that. So.
That's because they're troopers.
Yeah,
All right, they,
they
They're
really are.
volunteers from the city of Cleveland.
No, they get forced to leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that guy literally he just straight up left and quit at halftime and retired, and he was like, I'm done.
But other than that, I got nothing.
Woo!
got
I saw that that
People died.
Miss Marvelous, whatever
Miss
that
Marvel.
yeah,
Or
Amazon
no.
Amazon
Marvelous
dominated it.
Mrs. Maisel. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually a really
Maisel?
great show.
Yeah.
Maisel.
Yeah.
Yes,
Who's Maisel?
it's the show. Marvelous Miss Maisel. That's what he's talking about.
Oh,
Didn't even know it was on.
It's an Amazon show.
I didn't know what a Maisel was.
Yeah, they dominated along with
I haven't
Not
watched a lot
actually,
of
I
weird
think
shit
it
on
was called
Amazon.
Godless.
oh yeah, Jeff Bridges that was on Netflix.
Yeah.
The Crown from Netflix won. Ozark won something from Netflix.
Game of Thrones did too.
That was like the only one that didn't.
Peter Dinklage.
That wasn't on a streaming service.
Yeah. But Marvelous Miss Maisel, it's a show on Amazon. It's it's basically the woman's husband leaves her for a divorce, and it's like in the 1920s when divorce is super not like okay, it's frowned upon.
Mhm.
And she decides to become a stand-up comic, which is also frowned upon as a woman at least.
That sounds terrible.
So the
Women aren't
reason-
funny.
But the reason it's so big is because it's from the same writer and director as Gilmore Girls.
That wasn't great either.
Yes, it was.
Oh, it was terrible.
You're terrible.
No.
Clearly, it was great because it won 8 fucking Emmys.
The Gilmore Girls?
No, Marvelous Miss Maisel.
They just needed a pity vote.
Probably.
They really didn't.
That's because all the people who like had taste, they got Me Too'd, so it's a different academy. And they're like, oh, we all have vaginas, so let's vote for things with
But
vaginas.
the other thing that you could talk about is the fact that the Captain Marvel trailer came out today.
I'm so underwhelmed.
Really?
Well, first, I didn't like the way they alluded that she might not be from Earth. Where did they get that? Like,
Wasn't Carol Danvers, didn't she just have partial power? Like,
she came in contact with a Kree
Okay.
who was in disguise on Earth, and that's how she got the
So
powers.
there's no other storylines where she might not have been from Earth?
And none that I have read.
None.
I'm not sure.
I mean,
Zilch.
and then the sexist outfit from the 90s, of course, she's not wearing, where like it's just a thong up the ass and it covers the rest of the body. I like her as Marvel, Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool that Sam Jackson was in it. They didn't have to use CGI to make him look young. They just gave him hair.
That does. He did look younger. Like I'll give him that.
They just dyed his hair and just gave him hair. And then they gave Phil Coulson some weird haircut to make him look younger.
Woo!
And obviously took away wrinkles because his face was pristine. But I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, it's one of those things we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, because again, I thought it was a neat little hat tip of like, let's really establish the time period and send her through a blockbuster.
Well, the other big thing that happened with movies was everyone shitting on Venom because it's PG-13.
Yeah, it's just fanboys getting crazy.
I think it's everyone's pissed because like they
say fuck.
well, okay, like I guess they were expecting
Maybe
a
say
dark.
some
I guess they were
movies.
expecting a darker Deadpool. Like that's really what they were thinking probably.
They're probably expecting Carnage,
Yeah.
and if Carnage shows up in PG-13, you have every right to be upset
the
because
thing-
that is just if you can think of the worst way to kill somebody in the comics, Carnage has done it.
But like my thing is this is Sony. What did they expect?
Porcelain Crown.
Sony with the guidance of Marvel, so Marvel's not really big on the rated R.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the only reason we got a rated R Deadpool was because it was partially Fox.
Yeah, and even then, they're just kind of like,
And they were pushing for that. Like it was like they were trying not to make it rated R. Like they were trying real hard to be PG-13.
the only time they get dark and gritty, Marvel is on their Netflix shows.
Yeah. Which didn't I hear that there's also not going to be a season 2 Defenders?
I don't know. They might stop making things just because they want to do their own streaming.
Yeah, I saw some things on the internet that there's a possibility that there's going to be no
internet.
season 2 of the
Can
Defenders.
never lie.
Ever. New?
It depends. I think they've got way more in plan. They need to stop making Luke Cage and Iron Fist separately. I haven't seen Iron Fist yet. I have no desire. But they need to combine them and make heroes for hire. Because the one Luke Cage episode that was great had Danny Rand in it.
But everyone doesn't like Iron Fist.
He was just
In that.
Yeah.
If
bland.
you at least combine them, then it has a
It might
reason to
not be
like
as
Iron
bad.
Fist.
Yeah,
At
they're
least involve him.
two different personalities and two different lifestyles that it makes it interesting to watch. The only ones that are interesting to me are Daredevil and Punisher. See?
I gotta watch the next season of Iron Fist.
I lost
Same.
track on all the Netflix shows.
I haven't watched Iron Fist yet.
I have
Me
been
neither.
too busy finally catching up on the travesty that Once Upon a Time turned into. It turned into one, just trust me, that they just don't bother. The other thing that
Defiance.
I wanted to watch, though, which I'm interested in, which is the Dragon Prince, I think it's called. So it's from the creator of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Mhm.
They made a new show that's a Netflix original, and they also announced that they are doing a live-action Last Airbender on Netflix as a show. And it's going to be the creators of the original cartoon.
Well, what was fun about that, because I think it might have been you who posted
posted
that
it.
M. Night's not
It
involved.
wasn't us.
Yes.
No, I know that, but I think you were the one that said that M. Night wasn't involved.
Yep. Well, I said that it was from the original two creators, yeah.
What I think is funny is Norm Macdonald has a show came out on Netflix. Phenomenal. Check it out. He did an interview with M. Night, who was kind of like, yeah, I got kids, so I had to do something for my kids.
So
and
you butcher a phenomenal TV show? Fuck you.
yeah, well, pretty much. He went with something he knew his kids watched, and they were like, hey, you want to do this? And he's like, sure. Just to start doing his other stuff.
Well,
But he did actually know what he was doing with it.
so
Didn't sound like it.
If you read the
I
article,
like it. Now
if
I
you
actually
read
have
the article,
appreciation for
Yeah.
it.
they fully just trash him. Like
Oh,
not
yeah.
like not without saying his name. They're like, we're gonna do it justice, and we're not gonna whitewash it, and we're not gonna do this and that. And I was like, oh shit.
It might be because of the Norm thing, because on Norm he just kind of played it off of like, yeah, I didn't really want to do it anyway.
But that's terrible. Like you like the fan base behind that show. Like there's no wonder that movie just tanked the way it did. If that's the case.
At least from his interview, and again, this is just his side, but it sounded like he got pushed into doing it
Yeah.
so he can continue doing what he wanted to do, while also appeasing his kids. His kids knew what it was. He was like, oh, okay, I'll do it.
No,
They,
but-
they can't exactly watch The Sixth Sense and stuff with me, so.
it's going to be a live action,
why not.
but the two creators of the cartoon are just they're basically going to have a heavy hand in it and a lot of control in it. But
Did you get to see the Norm Macdonald show?
No, I saw that it was on Netflix, but I hadn't watched it yet.
The two episodes are the best: Chevy Chase and Dave Letterman.
speaking,
Have you watched Dave Letterman stuff? The whole
Yeah.
Next Guest With?
It's okay.
I've skipped, like, if I didn't care who the person was,
Yeah.
and I didn't watch it.
So the only part about the Norm Show you'll probably not like is the very end, and he does this on purpose. They write really bad fucking jokes and make them read it, and he leads into he's like, we don't really have funny people on the show, so can you read this joke? And they're terrible. They're like Tony Mango puns, but worse. They're like so bad. And
The
then
ones you used to get on Laffy Taffy?
yeah, and he just sits there and stares at him with his stupid ass smile on his face, waiting for a response. He actually made Letterman leave.
And funny? Because he wasn't allowed to say the joke?
The joke was bad, and he just picked up his mug and just walked off set and just kept walking. The show is worth it. There's only one episode I skipped, and it was a country singer.
See,
Just
I might
didn't
do that
interest
too.
me.
Like,
Yeah.
That's what I did with the David Letterman show, too. There's something I didn't care about.
Did you see the new Burt Kreischer special too?
No.
Give that a shot. He basically trashes his entire family throughout the whole special, and it's absolutely hilarious. Calls his kids stupid, calls his wife bad at hand jobs, like everything.
Him?
No, well, yeah.
Like it's everything he would say. He would just go off on a tangent for no
The
reason.
other cool thing is, it was filmed at the Trocadero.
I've never been.
So he also does the whole white privilege thing while in the Trocadero, and he's in Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yeah.
I still don't know where it is. So
It's on
does,
South Street.
So there's a lot of
Or
black
not
people
South
there?
Street,
Is that
I'm
the
sorry.
thing?
Yeah, no, it's on South Street.
It's near black people.
Yeah.
So okay. So that's the joke.
It's the only guess I'm getting at.
Chinatown, right?
He did white jokes
Yeah,
for
it's
black people.
Chinatown.
Oh,
Yeah, which
well
is
then that's
arch.
funny.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
I
But no,
I've been there a couple times.
I've been to the Troc. I just never been downstairs.
I've never been downstairs either. Always in the
The
top.
balcony?
Yeah,
Well,
where
no.
the bar is.
Were you seeing
Oh.
someone upstairs in that stage, or did you mean you've just been in the balcony seeing the people downstairs?
No, upstairs where the bar is.
Yeah, I've
they
only
used to do live bands inside that little. They have like a
Yeah,
little weird stage.
That's
in there.
where
Yeah.
I've been up there.
Who have you seen?
This was from years ago.
Yeah, you're not
You've
gonna
seen live
know.
music?
It's
Years
you know
ago.
Crips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So a friend band.
Well, what he
yeah. So yeah, it was. I
mean,
actually liked
that
it.
tiny
well,
little room, that little stage though, it's very tiny. You can fit
Yeah.
a max of like 70, maybe 70 people in there.
Mhm.
With the upstairs one, the downstairs you can definitely fit more. But
shitty beers on tap. I will admit
oh
that.
yeah, well it's a shitty, it's a hole in the wall in Chinatown.
But you'll drink
10
Bud Light,
years
so
ago.
it
And then
could
you
be
go
worse.
into the bathroom and there's nudie girls everywhere.
Ooh,
I'm in.
That
Not
beer
real
on the
girls,
tap
wait.
was probably 10 years ago. You
And
realize that, right?
probably longer.
but
Yeah.
if you do want to watch something funny on Netflix, it's not super long, but it's hilarious because Burt Kreischer does not give a fuck. And he sits there and talks about how dumb his kids are and like how he did edibles around his one kid, and it was like the worst idea on the planet to do edibles around this kid. Like he's nuts.
I'll give it.
Oh,
All right, time for your segment. You have a lot of news?
probably
Not really.
Of course you don't. Time with gaming for Gibby.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Could have been just a joke.
Oh, boys! Fortnite!
Oh fuck.
Could become a
Girls not play it?
become a global phenomenon, but like any popular pastime, too much of a good thing can have an impact on relationships. The AV Club reports that UK divorce series Divorce Online claims that the game has been cited in a staggering 200 divorce proceedings this year.
This year.
That's said to be roughly 5% of all British divorces in 2018.
No wonder they lost the war.
Oh man, maybe.
Definitely is.
Or why they needed us to bail them out.
You know, after we kicked their ass. I'm talking about like the Revolutionary War.
I don't know. I brought it back to World War II.
Yeah, I know. We
And
had,
World War
had to
One.
bail them out too. Makes sense.
There's reason to be skeptical that the blame for these broken marriages can be chalked up to Fortnite all by itself. Though,
Sue him.
as
Down with
independent
Fortnite.
notes, the data didn't show Fortnite being cited as the only or even necessarily the primary reason behind the divorce.
Dace,
I still think it's funny.
will you marry me and then play Fortnite? I don't want to play the game. I don't want to play the game.
Damn it.
I don't want to play the
You
game.
don't really seem like the
Go
battle
play it.
royale kind of.
I tried H1Z1 and it just
Isn't that the swine flu?
yeah, and it's apparently a game. Or is it what's it H1N1 whatever the game is?
I don't know.
H1,
I think that's the swine
H1Z1,
flu.
H1N1 is a swine flu.
Yeah.
Okay.
H1Z1 must be like the sheep flu or something.
Whatever it is,
Yeah.
this is the caliber of the game. I came in third. I came in third.
So you should love it. You're the man.
No.
That was like Cheever earlier saying
what?
that-
Third best man.
H1Z1 battle royale mode.
Oh, I never played H1.
Yeah, you know what you do? You just run in a circle.
Do you go around stabbing people with like infected syringes, infecting them?
No, it's pug. It's
Or, like
PUBG.
raping them with AIDS?
There isn't even any zombies. I was looking for zombies. That's why I
It
clicked and downloaded
It
it.
was it is a zombie game as the primary feature, but this was a mod built in H1Z1 that started this whole battle royale monstrosity.
And you can come in third just by running in circles.
Well, that's like Cheever saying that you were gonna get involved in WoW that much. And I was like, no. Dace doesn't play a game longer than
No,
like a month.
there's a good chance it gets canceled
I
after a month.
figured. That's why I was surprised you did it because it's
you
a
could
month.
you could just buy it. They give you a free month, and that's all you need.
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty much doing. Giving it a shot. Bompadre played with me today, so I went horde.
Yeah.
Suck it.
It's a fun game.
Suck
It's,
I love
requires
Bompadre.
way too much time is the problem.
I got to level 6 like that.
Like yeah, and only like
Isn't it like 1
100
through
more
10
to
is kind of
go.
like that, and then after that
100
is
more
like
to
just
go.
screw you?
I think it's what 110 or 120 now.
120 is the
Never
max.
played the game a day in my life. So.
Last I knew, it was 70, so I'm that far.
I'm at 80 on my priest.
I
and
never
stopped.
played.
Wait. On your priest?
Have
Why?
you seen the variety special? He's clearly a priest.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. I gave him the costume.
and I'm a dwarf.
Also fitting. You can't tell how short he is, but it's true.
I'm
4'6".
a blood elf and a warlock.
And then I got a Geno.
You did Blood Elf?
The one that didn't look the ugliest.
And I got a nice little Geno mage. And a Geno warlock.
Cool. Next story.
A bunch of midgets. That's all I am.
Why are you choosing midgets?
Because I like midgets.
He's got a fetish.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I do,
I
but it's not that.
Go
What?
on.
clearly feet.
Midgets,
Clearly feet.
absolutely
Oh,
midgets.
you okay.
Yeah.
Clearly feet.
Why?
Google Bridget the midget. Obsessed with her. Don't know where she's been for like a decade, but
Dead.
probably.
I don't think they live long. Or do they live forever?
They might.
They might live forever.
That's the lollipop
'Cause I
guild.
know really tall people die short or die
Yeah.
soon.
Sure, people should live longer. They
probably live
compacted
to, like,
life in a small size,
Yeah, they probably live to like 150.
like a parrot. You can actually like. She's got a page on Pornhub.
Right there, dude. You fucking know how to do
She's
it.
actually in movies too.
Damn. Movies.
Yeah.
Big movie star.
Wait, was it a cartoon? Because that's what came fucking up.
It's not a cartoon.
It's a song.
Oh, wow.
I think her name's Bridget Powers. All right, you got stories? This is gaming news, not porn.
How did the video game industry fare in August? The NPD Group has released a report for August 18 U.S. sales.
Yeah.
And starting
Yeah.
with games, it was EA Madden NFL 19 that sold the best during the month.
Yeah,
That's all that came out.
That's
No surprise there. EA Madden series topped the charts back in 2000, 2011, 2012 when new installments were released. A specific unit sales figure was not disclosed for Madden NFL 19, but the NYPD Group report late. Oh my god.
See, NYPD.
I keep wanting to say that, but it's not. It's NPD.
Because then there's this one. Wait.
They're still looking at the midget from the porno.
Why?
She doesn't have nipples.
Oh, I have no clue. I don't pay attention to that.
Mute your, or just blink twice if yes.
Oh, I've never met her.
Or no. You don't know if she has nipples?
I don't pay attention to that.
If you had met her, you'd know if she had
Like,
nipples?
I looked at the
I
pictures
assume-
and then
I'm
I
not gonna
realized
hold
this,
back.
and then I'm like, what is going on?
That's my Me Too moment.
I just didn't know if that's what you open with. Hey, Chris Dace Man Dace, do you have nipples?
Ah,
Or show me them nips.
Like,
I don't know
this is
how aggressive you get.
weird.
they're probably just tucked in.
No, like, you have to see this one picture.
Anyway, sorry to derail.
Anyway, so it's Madden is
at
number 1. Monster Hunter World
Yeah,
is
No
number
way.
2.
That's
I
a girl,
played
like,
Monster
I
Hunter on
promise you,
Xbox
nipples
for
aren't that
like a
low.
whole hour and got sick of it.
So that's kind of crazy because that game's really effing old.
That, they just released it to
No,
PC, didn't they?
released
The
one.
PC. It's not a new one.
It's
the
old.
Same fucking thing.
'Cause I got it for
They
Wii U.
just, They just ported it over to PC. Is all they did.
And actually, it did so well, they cut their losses in Vancouver. You probably have a story somewhere.
No.
They cut their losses in Vancouver and killed the Dead Rising 4 game or 3 game.
Okay.
Laid off like 40 developers and said, "Up, we'll take the $40 million loss. Get out of here."
I like it.
That's lovely.
Yeah. I have IGN on my favorites on my laptop, so I actually get a lot of gaming news now.
Rainbow Six
So what you're
Siege.
saying is you should probably take over because Gibby sucks.
No, I wouldn't have had any of this.
GTA 5 old news.
Mario Kart 8.
Old news.
Naruto to oh my
Naruto.
God.
See, like none of these are
Old
new.
news.
Naruto
God of
what?
War. Yeah, but these are the top 20 performers
Let me
for
see.
August.
August this year or August
Naruto
ever?
Shinobi Striker.
This is 2018.
2018.
Oh.
It's Shinobi Striker.
Yeah, what she said.
But
God
no,
of
I
War,
don't think-
Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare 2.
That's how Madden got away with it. They were the only one that came out with a brand new game.
Yeah, Minecraft's still at number 11. Woo!
It's probably because all this shit started getting ported to the Switch.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, to be honest.
Didn't That's sad if it's true.
This
Didn't
one.
the NBA game come out last month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I think
2K?
that was
2K?
Was that September or last August?
I don't know if
No, I
that
know
came
it
out
did.
or not, but it did.
I thought it came out last month because I thought that. Well, you know what? I think it came out like
I think it
the
came out
third
soon
or fourth.
Because there's some dude at the bar
I
that
was gonna say, I think it
he's a
didn't just come
video
out.
game nerd. He's like, I'm gonna go home and play 2K or whatever it
Mhm.
is, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Because I mean, this month
Great story.
Spider-Man is going to destroy everything.
Hopefully.
I saw
Probably.
Like absolutely.
The only way it didn't is because like people like Dan who took it after I beat it.
Dick. You actually beat it?
Oh, I hit 100% last week.
Well, no, but you said that you were at 95 and you thought you were gonna stop. You thought you figured that might be when you like.
Well, I thought it was going to make me do something stupid to get the 100%, but it didn't. I was proud.
Like
Proud
collect
of
these
you.
185 magazines that are scattered throughout New York City. Good luck.
Get gold on the certain Taskmaster things, and it was like I'll never get gold because I don't care that much. And it worked.
It's just been Padre and he
It
told
says,
you to
shut up.
Why don't look at your words, bump?
Damn.
That's what I get for asking questions.
Apparently, Pokemon trading card games really effing expensive.
So not getting into it.
Alright, didn't we just talk about this?
Yeah,
We
so
talked
personal,
about playing it. Yeah.
yeah.
We talk about not on air.
We weren't on
But
it?
I got a nice article
How's-
here
how's
that
my life
describes.
become?
It's actually a pretty good article. It's just kind of really shitty for fucking
Because I clearly remember saying
for
that it
Tough,
depends. It depends on what you want to get into. If you want to stay up with standard leagues and play, yeah, it's
Yeah.
expensive because you have to keep up with it every time they release a new deck every 3 months or whatever it is.
Yep.
But if you want to just play around with your friends or something like that, you can buy like $25 worth of cards, get a basic deck and some boosters, and have a jolly old time
jolly old time.
until you get addicted and want more and more. And then more's not enough. Then you want the stronger, powerful ones, and then you want more.
So that's the story.
Which one
It's
is this?
expensive.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to go through the whole thing.
Honestly, don't know. I always make sure it's up.
Blizzard
Oh god.
Jizzard.
has announced several changes to its upcoming digital CCG Hearthstone soon.
It's like the only one I don't own right now.
It's free. How don't you want it?
Exactly. Jizzard.
Okay.
Who wants to play a card game on a computer?
I played it
actually
on my
think
phone.
It's pretty.
You
fun.
play Hearthstone?
I played it on my phone before.
Who?
I
Why?
don't understand it very much, but I played it.
I uninstalled it. Saves so much
People play
time on your
poker
phone.
online?
It's ridiculous.
But you win actual stuff.
Sometimes.
I
You can play for fake
downloaded it one
chips.
time because I don't remember why, but I played it for a while, but I didn't understand it, so I got rid of it.
It's an interesting game. It's fun.
It's basically it's literally like you send out monsters and try to beat each other. It's almost like Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
A lot of strategy.
Monzo made me download Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm's fun too.
Yeah, he's like, play it. I was like, okay.
Wait, he's alive?
Yeah. He messaged me and asked if I was alive.
Interesting.
I was like, people have seen me. No one's seen you.
We're not
Yeah.
totally sure you're not a
Charlie,
ghost.
you've never met him because I couldn't tell you the last time I've
We're
seen
not
him.
sure he
Can't
leaves
say
the
yes,
house.
That's okay.
No, he is a myth.
When'd you download it?
He is the man, the myth, and the legend of Charlie Monzo.
Sunday?
No, just
No,
Oh
like
my
there
God.
is legends.
either
behind
Saturday or
Charlie.
Sunday.
Yeah, you're like completely fucked. You're just on the free heroes. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a bunch of heroes.
I
It
played
takes a while.
like one game and then switched over to StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing this. Fuck this. And then got to StarCraft 2 and I was like, I don't even know what anything is anymore.
Yeah. What do you at least have Legacy of the Void?
Oh no, I have all those.
Yeah.
I just meant like when you go into multiplayer.
Multiplayer is rough. It's rough.
It is, because I don't know what anything is. I just want to play defense games.
There's not many of them out there.
No. And the ones I found are just weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say your best bet would be Legion TD. But again, it's not a
Tower defense.
It's not a standard tower defense is the problem.
Just tower defense.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then you go on StarCraft 1 and nobody's there.
And that's
Unless you want to
dead.
play with Koreans.
That's dead. I feel like StarCraft 1, they need to make it, instead of having it region-based, they need to make it like everyone again. Because they still have East, West, Asia, Europe. They need to have them all together. Because there's not enough people to play it. They need to put them all together.
Punch room timeout.
So, but I don't know. I mean, I understand they want to do it for at least the actual game, because you don't want to have crazy ping, but at least for the user map settings, there should be.
Yeah.
Because people like bitching anyway. Anyway.
You're one of those people.
Hearthstone, some new cards, changes to rank mode to make it easier for new players to come aboard, the return of Welcome Bundle, and more. First off, the studio's adding 4 new classic cards next month. The classic set is one of only 2 constants that remain in standard circulation all the time, along with the basic cards.
All the time.
While expansion cards rotate out, some classic cards have been rotated out of standard for balance reasons. Blizzard says it wants all of the classes to continue to have a roughly equal number of cards to make the gap for the ones that they removed. It's introducing, it looks like, several new ones.
Tired old man?
A little
I was
bit.
just bored.
I made sure I woke my ass up early because I have to get up early tomorrow.
There you go. Blizzard's also,
I know, completely derailed, sorry.
Blizzard's also revisiting the Welcome Bundle. It will offer 10 classic card packs, but the random class legendary is being swapped out for one of the 6 legendary dragons from the classic set. Those would be Alex Straza, Deathwing, Malagos, Nozdormu, Onyxia, and Ysera. Several of these are still used.
Those are
in
not words.
competitive well, they're all. I know all of them make sense. I don't know where that dragon came from, but all the other dragons I know from WoW.
Probably well.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
it's
you're
just
saying
odd.
it like any of us.
It's
are
the
gonna
campaign
fucking
you
know.
haven't done yet.
Yeah, it's just odd I wouldn't know what it was. But there you go. So you guys can get back in. I don't know how much it is though.
$2.
About
Probably more. 6. Another interesting Blizzard news.
Jizzard.
Blizzard's acclaimed dungeon crawler.
Apparently, Bon Padre knows who the one dragon is. He said, "Ooh, Ysera."
Ysera is a nice one. When you end your turn, you get a Ysera card, a dream card. Anyway,
Fuck was that?
I don't fucking know.
dream cards.
No,
Diablo 3
you.
is coming to Nintendo Switch on November 2nd.
Really?
I'm surprised.
When?
November 2nd.
Why are you surprised? They just all want money. That's all that company's about now.
I thought that.
Well,
I mean,
they
why
are
would
money
you-
grabbers.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, did you? So I was talking.
Can't argue that.
And then a money grab. I was talking to a friend of mine about getting the Nintendo Switch bundle for Pikachu and Eevee Let's Go.
It looks so dumb.
So were you aware that this isn't gonna have any wild battles?
I'm out.
It's all trainer battles.
Oh, I heard that rumor that it was going to be like catching. It would be similar to Pokemon
They
Go.
just got a eShop.
Yeah. So
Like,
Yeah,
or
but
they
so
just
what-
got online
what
or
I'm saying,
whatever.
This is supposed to be a remake of Yellow. That's the whole point of it. So the other big thing is the Pikachu and Eevee you get as your buddy can't
Yeah.
evolve. So what's the fucking point of Eevee?
No, that is exactly the point of Eevee. I agree 100%. I am buying.
You're all
Eevee.
burnt who reserved it.
Yeah.
But
Fuck you.
then on top of that, like there's no wild battles. It's all trainer battles. They're basically just making you buy Pokemon Go again. Because the only thing you can't take your
I mean,
Pokemon.
it worked.
So basically, you can't take your Pokemon from Pikachu and Eevee Let's Go into Pokemon Go, but your stuff from Pokemon Go can go into Pikachu and Eevee Let's Go.
What's so like? I kind of wish they didn't do that. Only for the fact of, then what's the point of the game?
That's what my
Like
friend,
if you catch all 150 now in this whole Kanto event
you can just transfer them
and transfer them in the game,
Yeah.
you leave Pallet Town ready to fucking rock and roll.
But that's what he's saying. So there's no point. They got rid of the wild battles. You can't encounter Pokemon like that. And then you're like, what's the point?
You want to grab me a beer while you're
He's
there,
right.
too?
Like I completely agree.
I don't care. I don't think I have any Bud
He
Light left.
bitched and moaned. He's like, yeah, because I want to play Bug Catcher fucking Joey 40 fucking times with all the fucking things that poison me until I get pissed off and go to the Pokestop.
So there, when you say wild battles, you mean like you're walking through a field and then a Pokemon appears?
You don't get to walk through grass anymore, or what? You just see them and you can like go attack
I'm
them.
pretty sure it's like that.
Which way?
There's only trainer battles.
See, like I don't even
Then how do you get
hold on,
new
hold
ones?
on. Let me.
So you have to go and play Pokemon Go to catch them
catch them and bring them into the
and bring them
game.
into the game.
Basically, so what he said was
Thanks, buddy.
so it's a shit move. They came out with basically it's Pokemon Yellow on the Switch, but Nintendo they got backlash for not having wild battles in the game and being sneaky about it. They didn't mention it till it was this, so they have Pokemon Yellow to remove a feature. They pulled it. It works with Pokemon Go, and then Niantic said you can only trade Pokemon from Pokemon Go to the Switch, not the other way around. So the Pokemon you start with can't evolve. So again, what's the point of Eevee? You could trade your Pokemon. You worked hard on catching in real life, and some possibly you spent money into a Pokemon that's basically a brick and can't do anything, and sell a $50 Pokeball controller that lights up. So we don't have wild Pokemon battles, but we still have trainer battles. Yeah, that's my favorite part of Pokemon games the whole time. Fighting Bug Catcher Bill's. Oh, it's hilarious. He literally says my favorite part because I want to fight Bug Catcher Bill's army of Weedles and poison all my
Where did he
Pokemon.
hear it from?
He's
Internet.
like
Internet.
he actually he's in the gaming.
He read it in Reddit.
No, he's
In r/gaming news, and they don't lie on Reddit.
He's in the field.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
I just
Reddit.
Like he's in the gaming. Like never mind. But it's just basically they took everything that was good about like Yellow and just said nope, and they're still trying to play it off as being Yellow.
I don't even know anything about the game. I know I've reserved it. That's all I know.
No, I'm probably not. I'm probably not. I'm now probably just going to
Except
get
I
a
haven't
normal
reserved
Switch and wait a little bit to see if it's actually worth it.
Because like I feel like they haven't released anything. They show you running around with the Pokemon. They show you some of the like Misty Brock and all that, but they really don't like
Yeah.
show you anything.
But that's what he's saying. They're not
Smart.
telling anybody. They're making everybody think it's Pokemon Yellow, but
Mhm.
it's not.
They're not letting anybody think shit. If you take assumptions, that's your own dumb fault.
Yeah,
That's right.
So they're just smart for playing into it.
it's true.
Yeah. So they're basically it's just. He said it's just it's gonna be bullshit at first. At least if
So
they
is
don't do
Pokemon
it.
Go.
It's true.
It still kind of is shit. They just polished it a little bit enough for people to be
Yeah.
like, oh, I can have friends now.
We're polishing this
But
turd really
I'm just,
well.
It's
but
still
I'm
a
saying,
turd,
like,
yeah.
on his point of them just wanting money, that's what they're basically doing with Pikachu and Eevee. Let's go.
Oh, that's all Pokemon is. Every generation,
Yeah.
it's just a money grab.
Yeah, you ain't
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. So like I said, now I'm probably not gonna do that bundle. I'm probably just gonna get a plain Switch. and
I wouldn't have
play
done the
game.
bundle whatsoever. The design on the fucking thing looks stupid.
I don't mind about. I don't care about.
Like
the
I
design.
can draw what they drew on that better.
The whole point I was just trying to do that was just because it makes it easier. I get both of them in one shot.
And it's like a fat Eevee and a Down syndrome Pikachu on it. Who wants that on their Switch staring at you?
I don't know, but what I do know is you can buy some Switches, doodle on them, sell them on Etsy.
Yeah, because they're doing it for Smash Brothers too, where the doc's got all the characters. I'm like, that's dumb. You just print a sticker and put it on there if you really want it. That's so stupid. Go on with your Diablo 3.
My PlayStation has Darth Vader's head on it.
Stupid.
No, that bundle actually was the one.
It
terabyte
came with
bundle, wasn't
It came with Battlefront.
That's
too.
the only reason why he
Yeah,
got the
Battlefront,
bundle is because he got to get
And,
Battlefront
and the
with it.
controller's got Star Wars.
But
written all over it.
wasn't that also the 1 terabyte? So you had double the space.
I don't know. I don't use any space in there anyway. I don't
he owns
console
2
game at
games.
all. Yeah, I own
That's
Yeah.
Minecraft,
It's
which is
Minecraft and
megabytes.
I own Minecraft and I own the Battlefront.
And Battlefront 2.
And then COD.
Yep.
Oh, I got.
Well, okay, you have no memory left. You own COD.
Yeah, well, I
Well, at
own,
least
like,
you delete the old one,
I
right?
have like 3 of them. I don't even. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, like once a new one comes out.
Yeah,
fuck
because
it.
you
And-
can't physically put all 3 on there.
I might be able to. I
No.
have
Not
idea.
if he has the terabyte.
Apparently, I got a wrestling game on there.
Wrestling.
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 Minimal space.
And I got a football game on there.
That worked well.
That worked
Yeah,
so
but that's
well.
probably because you probably use that for our tournaments.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the only reason they're there.
Glad you could connect the
That's,
dots.
yeah. Wow.
Which means
Yeah.
you probably have WWE on there.
That's what he said. Wrestling.
I said wrestling.
Yeah, I'm not listening.
You really connected them.
Yeah,
You were really good at this
wow.
deductive reasoning.
So Diablo 3.
Detective Tits.
Or are you done with
Yeah.
that?
Anyway, it's not the vanilla version. It shipped out in 2012. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection, which means it includes all the DLC and expansions Blizzard has released over the years. It's a full game, and it'll also be playable on your TV or on the go, thanks to the hybrid nature of the Switch. So that's kind of interesting, because Diablo is an online-only game, but they're saying you can play it not docked.
I don't understand the whole concept of playing Nintendo games not docked. The only one I've played is Odyssey.
I mean,
Actually, everything they've released has been things that don't need the internet.
Breath of the Wild, yeah, like all the other stuff.
They build it into the game, and that's all you got to worry about.
But I just find it odd because every other console you need to be online in order
Can't
for
you
it to
connect
work.
the handheld thing to Wi-Fi?
I don't
Wi-Fi?
know.
The problem I've had with it,
You're gonna have issues.
you
though.
can't get to an internet browser. Or at least you couldn't.
Oh, right, I
you-
remember you
yeah.
saying that. Yeah.
I get to the hotel, I connect to the Wi-Fi, and then it's like you got to finish the steps in the browser.
Yep.
There's no way to do it, or at least there wasn't. Hopefully they fixed it.
Right.
But that's why I never, even with on the airplane,
Yeah.
because you have to accept their terms and conditions through the webpage.
Yep. So you wouldn't be able to use free Wi-Fi anywhere. You could use your home Wi-Fi or
Yep.
friend's Wi-Fi, but
That's it.
if you want to go to Starbucks, you wouldn't be able to because Starbucks sends you to a
Refuse
page.
To pay for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, boy.
Damn, son.
Like a ooh.
Assassin's
He's
Creed,
candy.
guys. Ubisoft Assassin's Creed Ops Course. The Assassin's Creed Challenge is coming to Australia. Ubisoft Australia announced the challenge will be available for anyone to try at Metcalf, I don't know, Park in Sydney.
I don't know.
First, I thought
It's like
Assassin's
MetLife, but
Metcalf.
Australian.
Yeah,
It's my cat.
Australian.
Alright.
In Sydney on October 5th and 6th. Similar to the Assassin's Creed Ops course that Ubisoft brings to North America events like Comic-Con. The Sydney course is described as a full-size parkour course with obstacles inspired by the moves of the Master Assassin.
So it's like American Ninja Warrior, Beastmaster, America's Got Talent.
It's basically a lot of people who are just gonna eat fucking shit.
But for
Pretty much. Yeah.
out of shape nerds.
Yeah,
So there's
That's us.
there's no upper body stuff.
yeah,
It's all roll, roll.
It's all the things you see the kids LARPing trying to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, it's a
Just
lot.
do a jump. But all you gotta do is just jump in the air. That's it.
I'm in. Let's go. Can we go to
It's
Australia?
a lot of rolling and slow walking.
Can we take a company trip?
And then like every
To
so often
Australia?
they do like a kick off a wall.
Yeah.
Company trip to Australia?
Sure.
Let's do it.
You will not be reimbursed.
Breaking tradition, this year's Call of Duty Black Ops 4 will not feature a traditional campaign.
Yeah,
but
we know.
Character
Boo.
designer David.
Jesus Christ.
David
Bunting.
Studio.
Oh, I would sell Dan Bunting. Vandahar.
What he said. And studio head Dan Bunting answered the question
It was so fucking dumb.
in a new video from Informer. Development is a journey.
Oh,
We
God.
tried
I
a
wanna punch him in the
lot
mouth
of
now.
different ideas and a lot of different things. The game that we are making has evolved over time, and that's just a part of development.
You
I can't
lying
remember a
piece of
single
shit.
game that we've made that hasn't had a dramatic change
All of them.
in the prototyping stage.
You can chunk them into like 3 of them that didn't.
Frank's getting angry over here, guys.
It's because they're talking out their ass and they have to know it.
Oh yeah.
Like anybody that's ever played any of the franchise knows, like, what the you're just trying to pretend that you have a reason for being dumb.
That's what prototyping is for. You
They-
prototype ideas. Some work out great. Some of them don't work out great, and you pivot.
And David followed up with, "We gave in to peer pressure."
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of people didn't want a campaign mode.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I
No.
personally just like the
Basically,
campaign mode.
what they did was
That's all I did in Modern Warfare 2.
We're going for the money grab, is what they're doing, because they know that.
Why put effort into something only making up a statistic, but 10% of the population want?
Hey, they're just gonna kill that whole concept real quick.
I doubt.
They'll release it, and then all of a sudden, like, nobody plays battle royals anymore, which will be great.
That's what I'm hoping for, though.
Have you guys seen the battle royale mode?
Do we want to?
Is it on
no.
screen?
No.
Oh.
I
Well, then.
actually think it's actually pretty good, which is kind of scary.
You would, yeah, but you like PUBG.
Damn, dude,
But
you
no,
turned 30 and you
it's,
can't hang.
Yeah.
No, it's tiredness.
It's you know how in like PUBG or Fortnite, there's different like the skull.
Bump said you suck.
The
Buy the T-shirt.
There's like the
We do have
school.
the t-shirt. Yeah,
There-
taglines.
there's like a power plant, military
Yeah.
base, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But in this, what it does, they actually take the maps, and they drop the maps
Do you see how
into
happy he
places.
is talking?
Okay, I know he's got the
So-
biggest
so-
ass grin on his face.
It's the maps. So like,
No, I get what
like,
you're saying,
like
though.
Nuketown might be is a fucking place
Yeah.
now somewhere.
This
So,
is
like,
coming from a guy who got burnt with a game
Yeah.
that only had one map.
I mean,
No, it's all.
Okay.
But
And
it's
no
one.
Chris.
Two
it is-
maps.
It is
And
one
no
map.
Chris.
Two
But
maps.
it is one map. But the thing is, they put all those other maps inside the one map,
I mean,
which I think is interesting.
I'll give them a little bit of credit now that I was thinking about it. But Call of Duty, they've had free for all, which is I think that was a 10-person free for all. They were just expanding it, but it's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Well, yeah, it's going up to 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, otherwise it's the same thing. They already had free for all, so I guess it's not. It's not
It's
really that
permadeath.
new to them. They're just calling it battle royale, so the idiots will be like, "Oh, I know that word. This is the same stuff I
no,
like."
It's different though, because if you die, you're dead. So it's like almost like a
Okay,
free for all
hard-
hardcore style.
Yeah.
And I it still has the stupid ring, which I mean, I understand why people don't like
Campers.
it.
Because nobody likes campers.
But there's fucking airplanes in it, which is kind of interesting.
But we like airplanes.
Well, not airplanes.
Do you still get kill
helicopters.
streaks?
I didn't see any kill streaks, no, but you do. You can pick up perks.
Okay.
The perks last a couple minutes.
Alright.
So you can keep switching between. You can always have two perks on it, or perks on at all times.
Okay.
I got nothing. I'm trying to stay awake.
And then a lot of the special abilities that they have are actually you can put in the
Sure.
grenade slots.
So I need to go to bed.
It's like they have the grappling hook. You can put the grappling hook in like your grenade slot instead. So it's kind of it looks interesting.
All right. I'll probably buy it. I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
bought-
buy it.
I bought the
That's not
last
even a
all of
question,
them, and I've
but-
only played them like twice.
Really? I still
Yeah.
play the other.
I don't think I unwrapped World War II.
I bought World War II. I played through the campaign because again, like campaigns. Played multiplayer like 3 times maybe, and I actually liked it. I just never got back to it.
I actually haven't played the campaign. I haven't played any of the campaigns.
I think I bought it because I was going to do zombies with you guys.
Or no, wait, the only campaign I played was because he told me to
That
play
makes
the
sense.
one in space. Because that one was
You got to kill Jon
really-
Snow.
That one was really fucking good.
It's phenomenal.
But that was the only campaign the one I actually played. But I played the crap out of the multiplayer one. I think I prestige once.
Yeah, again, I haven't.
Yeah. It's interesting. They keep adding more and more and more guns to the game, which
I
I
played
have
Call of
issues
Duty
with.
once, and my friend
That's
gave me
dumb.
the controller and said, "Try this," and then took it back after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a shooting game.
Yeah.
They're all
I'm
the
not
same.
good at
There's
it.
really none that are different.
Anyway,
Unless they go sci-fi.
although the much requested cloud save system is coming to the Switch,
Switch.
there's apparently a pretty big catch.
That's him.
If you ever
The
stop
Switch.
paying for an online subscription to your Nintendo Switch, Nintendo won't hold onto your saved data and it will be deleted.
Fuckers.
I feel like none of them do that.
I think you,
I've never let one lapse to find out.
yeah, I don't know. It seems kind of interesting to me.
So wait,
But
they're
you'd still
saying
be
that-
able to have
so all
console
your
storage,
save
right?
data doesn't save to the console; it saves to your.
Well, here's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Every time I take that damn thing to Adventureland, it doesn't get Wi-Fi. I get none of my DLC. I get none of my fucking.
That's just
Plus
you can't-
games.
But that's because you're not
But I
connected.
bought that shit.
But the question is so basically the question is when you lapse it and then you resub,
Will it be
do you
back
have to
there?
then
Yeah.
rebuy everything? Because that's
No,
what you'd
there
have to
should be
do.
there should be an option to restore purchases like any other systems like
Yeah.
that.
They'd be dumb not to. Well, then again, it's like $5 a month. So if you let it go for $5 a month, you're an idiot. You deserve
Yeah,
to lose
but what
everything.
about
Or
the
you
people-
got a new credit card.
Yeah,
forgot
that's
to
what I'm saying.
switch
What about
it
like
though.
the new credit cards or something like that? Like that's not fair either.
They're usually good with reminding you. Nintendo's a dick.
Yeah, but what if you get a new one? Like, say your identity gets stolen. Like you get a new
I've
credit
replaced my card 4 times since dating Amber, so I know the terrible way of having to replace your fucking card. And they are the Nintendo's the first one to remind you the day it doesn't process. They go, nope, you need to change your card. Everybody else will let it lapse.
No,
Why
there's
is-
stories here, but we're not getting into the
card.
stories.
Yeah, we need to know.
She's an idiot. Put it nicely.
I don't even know what to say. Anyway, holy shit. Microsoft has been most completely silent about what kind of game Halo Infinity will be.
Because it
Shooter.
doesn't
Halo
exist.
game?
First-person
but some
shooter.
job
does
listing
exist.
developer 343 has shed some light about what fans can expect. A job aid for online experience design director reveals, unsurprising, that Halo Infinity is being designed with longevity in mind. The successful candidate will oversee a number of games as a service elements, according to the job post.
Yeah, but you know what this all means, right? They have no fucking clue and they're bullshitting it.
This includes player progression inside and outside of the game, social and engagement features that encourage players to return to the again and again with their friends, and of course, microtransactions.
Woo, because everybody loves microtransactions.
I don't have any other Halos have microtransactions.
Have they
No,
been?
because the
have they
last
been
time a
EA?
Halo got released was fucking before microtransactions.
So it's gonna be
That.
interesting.
Back when games were games.
Yeah.
Back when EA wasn't a fucking dick.
Is not one bit surprising. Halo Infinity will use games as a service model as it's becoming an increasingly popular and prevalent business model across the entire industry. It would be more surprising if Halo Infinity didn't have microtransactions. Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Halo 5 Guardians still receive semi-regular updates and playlist changes years after release, so 343 is already doing a lot of the games as a service space. As for the implementation of microtransaction, this is expected as well. Microtransaction is Halo 5 provided to be lucrative. Oh, they have in 5 then. Proved to be lucrative. So it's no surprising that 343 is bringing them back in Halo Infinity. I knew you could get different like models and stuff. I didn't realize you could actually pay for them though.
Word, dog.
I always thought it was just through the in-game currency they gave you. Because
Word.
you could buy the currency. I didn't know
Oh.
that. Interesting. So there you go. More microtransactions.
Word,
Surprise,
dog.
surprise.
No.
She's the one who owns an Xbox.
I don't play that.
See?
Punt hockey, guys, is coming to NHL 2019.
What?
Pond.
hockey.
Oh, he said that funny.
I heard punt hockey and I
Yeah,
was really
I
confused.
heard pond hockey. I'm like, what?
Takes the form of NHL ones, which invites players to join up with 2 others
They
for a
still make
1v1v1.
NHL games?
NHL Street.
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
Um,
So they gave you a new ice ring to play in.
NHL
well,
Street.
it's a 1v1v1, so I guess it's because it's only one net, and it's I guess it's like
There's 4 people on that ice.
well, there's a goaltender obviously, but the goaltender
Still-
plays for everybody. He just has to block the goddamn puck from getting inside his net. So 1v1v1v1.
Who would want to play that game? Like, I want to be the goalie, and I just know I don't win.
It would be interesting.
I just stop
Well, I'm
certain people
sure-
from winning.
I'm sure the goalie is probably a computer, and then the 1v and then
No, I
the
meant in
other
real
3
life. Like, what is this based on?
Goaltender's probably
Well,
like
goalie
doing
that
it.
wants practice.
Goalie wants yeah, I was gonna say.
Shitty.
I think it's okay.
I mean, you're not goalie.
Yeah, you're not
It's
a
true.
goalie. Yeah.
But cool story, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Cool. I got stuff.
Do you?
Surprising this time you didn't have to do it in 3 minutes. Probably.
No, I got it when we were done bantering and it was like 8:16.
I also feel like we've been doing it more often.
That's also true.
Time for Frank's Corner.
Following interpretation is brought to you by Taste and Good Form.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Welcome to the corner, everybody. Shut the fuck up.
Go fuck yourself.
I will later. All right. In honor of
I'm just going to go to bed.
a certain host,
Yeah, we know, old man.
a certain host turning a certain age.
30.
29.
I'll see. Now she said it. I wasn't gonna say it. She said
29.
In case you guys didn't know, today is old man's 30th birthday.
They should know if you follow the page.
it. Yeah, that's.
But
yeah,
let's
that's
see
true.
what happens.
We had a little
I
send
mean,
off.
we all.
And also
But
for the
this is for
record,
the archives.
the entire
Eh.
show is pretty much 30. I'm gonna call her 30 anyway.
Okay.
I'm
So here's.
26.
She ages you that way.
That's true.
I am actually 21.
So I found some dude. He's called Dan Tello. I don't know what his real name is, but he wrote 30 depressing things about turning 30.
Is that a play on Donatello?
Probably.
Maybe, I don't know. That's his pen name.
30 depressing things about turning 30?
So, I mean,
Or if
since-
you'd prefer, I can give you 30 good things.
No, do the depressing. Let's see how he feels.
That's fine.
So
I mean, you guys did it first.
Sports commentators referring to running backs your age as if they're on their deathbeds.
Why not watch football?
That is true.
It's most of them, because even receivers are like, well, he's 30 now. He might have another year left in the tank, but he's got to start thinking what's, after this.
Plus, they're all retarded because of what they do.
Actually, baseball is almost like, once you're 30, man, you're in like the peak, man. You're going downhill after that.
Yeah, we're the next point, same thing. I don't know why he had to group this in number 2. Everyone in the NFL, besides a few quarterbacks, is younger than you. Most NFL players are younger than you.
No, a lot of the defense have been pushing it at past 30.
Entire Phillies are,
There's a
except for
couple-
Jose
no, it's an
Bautista.
NFL.
Yeah, but a lot of the defense players
The
are pushing
majority.
past 30.
There's a small select handful of people that are over 30.
Yeah,
Not
but
many.
primarily no.
Not many.
You catch yourself referring to college athletes as kids. Well, college-aged people, I call them kids.
I do all the time. Even when I was in college.
That's because you were.
You called kids people who are older than you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were an old man, but when you were born.
I actually do that too, though. I've done that when we were training plays. They'd be like, "All right, good luck, kids." And they'd look like you're younger. Good luck, kids. Your friends start getting really into and opinionated about politics.
We had a good episode like that.
Yeah, we did. We had to explain the electoral college to Gibby multiple times.
And I'm
And the-
still right.
No.
You're still wrong.
You just went down a dark hole, man. He does not like being wrong.
No, and it was worse because me and Dace were both trying to convince him of why he was saying the same thing as us, and he still wouldn't listen.
No, I'm not saying the same.
This groups into it. Okay, Dan, you fucking suck at making lists. You find yourself judging people you used to like based on their politically driven Facebook post.
I did that at like 21
I did that at
without
like 8.
politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my first thought of it, but the political part. It should just see judging people off their Facebook post, and
Yeah.
I have like 3 friends I see now.
If I posted something, you'd see me.
It's not
Exactly. It's definitely not you. You got cut about a month ago.
You deleted a
Why
lot
did
of
I
people.
get cut?
You had a kid. You got married. That's where it first happened.
I don't even use my
It doesn't matter.
Facebook.
She tagged you. She tagged you, and then it slips in there, and it's gone. It's got kill it with fire.
Well,
Physically
this
or
one,
metaphorically?
you got ahead of this curve too. Your social media newsfeed turns from hot young people partying to formerly hot people holding their new baby.
Still hot young people partying.
Yeah, because you blocked all the people with the babies. Your friends started having kids on purpose. It's up for debate.
Up for debate.
Bullshit.
It's still debated if it's his. So
You can't sleep in anymore, even on weekends, so you really get to appreciate the hangover from 8 a.m. on instead of sleeping it off until at least noon.
I'm gonna go. Well, at least for me, I've always had the same job, so
I could still on weekends sleep till like noon.
I was gonna say,
Anytime I get a
yeah.
chance to sleep, I'm dead.
I have to stay up really late.
Like Friday after your
Yeah.
party, I slept till like 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
I think I woke up at 11.
4?
Jesus, you
Yeah.
guys stayed up till 4?
I think you left at
3.
3. I went to bed at 4.
Holy fuck.
I went to bed at 4. But
Yeah.
What happened after I left?
We kept drinking.
They were men.
And this leads to your hangovers are 100 times shittier. I don't know about 100 times. They're rougher, but
I was gonna say they're a little bit rough or not.
I'm gonna blame the fact that I don't drink water on a normal basis, and now my body's just catching up where there's not enough water in it from 30 years of being on this planet.
That's right.
all right.
29, right?
29, whatever.
Just the thought of going out on a Friday night makes you tired.
I was like 6 years ago.
I know it's the same. I'm trying to go last birthday.
It was just like, we just do this in the basement. And it's cheaper.
Yeah.
You actually calendar social events, which is weird because your social life is not nearly as active as it was a few years ago
Correct.
when you never calendared anything.
It's
calendar shit.
not as.
I don't
I mean,
calendar
it's
shit.
still as active,
Facebook
but I
events.
need to remember it.
I always
then we-
deny them.
And then Gibby and I
And
just
then
go off
you'll
you like,
be,
hey, Dace, we doing it? Is anything
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
weekend?
because if
Yeah.
not,
That's
I'll
it.
double book. So, fuck you, Dan. Get friends.
This one's fun. You
Well,
adopt
yeah,
a dog.
actually.
You adopt a dog from a rescue shelter
False.
and pay a local hipster/artist/nobody gets me college kid to walk it for you because you're never home during the day.
Dan sounds like he's 80.
Yeah, Dan does sound like he's 80.
And he's lonely, and he has the dog because he needs a friend. Dan
Exactly.
is speaking on behalf of himself.
Are you sure this wasn't written by
It
Dan
could
Ralph?
be.
It might be. He just
Yeah.
had
He
a.
got a dog.
He
And this-
did?
This post was written in
He's had a dog
2013.
for a while.
He's had a dog. I
He's-
thought you said he
he
was
needs a new one.
R.I.P.
He Mari does need a new one.
This post was from 2013.
Okay,
So
Alright,
Dan's dead.
that
Dan
would
was-
been around roughly around the time that you got the dog.
Dan's dead.
Dan was 25, feeling 30.
Yeah, Dan's dead.
You judge people who buy a dog instead of adopting. It's a real problem, guys. These dogs have nowhere else to go. Yeah, but also if you didn't buy the dog, what do you think is going to happen to that dog that doesn't get bought? It's going to end up in the shelter.
You buy it
Ahead
or
of the curve.
adopt it, I'm still judging you because I don't think you can take care of yourself as a human being. Why the fuck are you taking care of yourself as a dog? So,
Some
like,
people that have kids.
exactly. It's the same white shirt every week.
You watch concerts on Palladia? What is that?
Palladia.
What's that?
Yeah,
Is that an app?
Palladia. It's a channel on Comcast.
God, how old? Is it still there? How old am I?
Yeah.
I was just hoping it was an app.
Did they send out a flyer to people in their 50s? They're like, hey, this is where the concerts are now.
So the only
Right?
reason I know what it is because it's only. It's
You got the
HD.
flyer?
No, so it's HD only. So you'll
'Cause
only
she's
watch
30.
if you had HD channels. I was actually on it at one point because when I did Paramore's Unplugged session, they used to show that on Palladia. So I was you literally actually saw me on TV at one point.
This year may have been the most active I've been to concerts in a long time. So suck it, Dan!
Yeah,
But
Dan.
Palladia, yeah,
I'm
it's basically it's performances of life.
I'm doing an all-day festival at age 30. Fuck you, Dan.
Me too, Dan. I'm actually.
Somebody else?
No.
I'm also
Dan.
skipping some of these because I feel like this Dan guy must be 50 trying to feel
Play it
like
off.
30. Because, when you go to a concert, you're shocked to realize you're the oldest person there.
Nope.
Yeah. You make
I
comments-
kept the same like interest in music that 60-year-olds have. So I'm the youngest one there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
The only time I ever went to Ozfest, I was one of the youngest.
You would still
So
be.
many boobs.
Yeah, you're still the
You're
youngest.
still
So
the
many
youngest.
old moving lady boobs.
Yeah, so this Dan.
So many.
Dan must be going to Bieber or something like
Yeah.
that, and that's why it feels weird.
And it's like, you shouldn't be there, Dan. Get the fuck out. Stop touching boys.
And you make comments to your friend about how sad it makes you that these poor kids are on too many drugs.
You like-
One,
I get
No,
mad at the
yeah.
adults smoking drugs. They're like 40 doing pot and blowing it my way.
The only time I felt awkward at a concert
All of them because you are
was when
awkward.
we went
Backstreet
to
Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
But they
didn't
were
you
old
have a bunch
too.
of friends?
But they were old
They
too.
were old too. Yeah, they were old too.
This was watching really sad old women get excited.
Even the guy goes, "There's a bunch of girls here, dude. What's your problem?" And I'm like,
There's
yeah.
a bunch of girls here, you idiot.
Yeah, but this is not happening right now. And then I went and just got hammered.
Yeah.
Only way I can handle that.
And then
Only way.
time froze and hell was like frozen
And
and
then
somehow
I
you picked up girls and they didn't think I existed, so I don't remember that night.
Great signs.
I'm starting to feel bad for Dan here.
Yeah.
I've skipped a couple that are just super dumb. Almost all
Like
your friends
Dan.
from college have their shit together, which sucks. It's great to have a fuck up friend to compare yourself to so you can feel better about yourself.
I don't have my shit together.
I see that is the fuck up friend. He's got a kid and he's married. Like, I don't know any of that.
Maybe that's it, but like, nah, I don't.
The fuck up friend is like a drug addict, but I don't know anybody like that. That's what I assume he means. Like
Yeah.
a drifter.
That's what I'm assuming too, because from my thought, like, I know none of us have our shit fully together, but none of us
No.
are falling the fuck apart either. Like we're
I
normal
don't know.
Cruise control.
Anyone seen Dan?
Does anybody want to?
or Trish, like this mess over here.
Yeah, that is a mess.
You might be the closest thing to a mess.
Yeah.
You definitely.
Congratulations.
It's not my fault.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
At least I leave the house, unlike Dan.
No, it's fair.
Yeah, wait.
We weren't saying you're worse than Dan. We're just saying you're equal to Dan.
I-
You're
listen,
crazy.
I had a big month. Leave me alone.
The same month that Madden had a great month.
All right, Dan.
Your crazy
Is it
party.
connected?
Is it?
It is.
Your crazy party friend from college has a great job and is getting married. Yeah, that same dude who got arrested streaking or trying to cap blah blah blah. You.
Yeah, Rob Matt doesn't do any of that. Next.
Yeah.
He's still Rob Matt.
Yeah.
Uh,
I almost just ruined this microphone.
Your friends no longer have jobs. They have careers.
That's also a negative.
I
Bullshit.
still call it a
I
job.
still call it a job too.
Yeah, it's still a job.
And I look to the future when my career is with YouTube. Or no, I made fun of them getting shot. With Twitch. Or on Twitch. Or Facebook Live. They send me emails.
Yeah, we're
Just
getting
edit that
there.
out, right? Just
Yeah.
with
YouTube is just like the word for something that's popular. And YouTube's not anymore.
Exactly.
A few of your friends started taking recreational adult sports leagues way too serious.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
He got us there.
100%.
He's got us there.
Like screaming at
And more-
Empire Series.
And more than just a few.
Hold on, I want to back up a
Eric
bit.
fucking
I
Barrizzo.
want to back up. The kids on our team
Yeah.
are at that level.
Eric Barrizzo.
Actually,
the kids.
everybody but us.
We go, yeah, I was out. All right, fine. I don't have to run anymore.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you. And they're all like,
To be fair, you not running is a blessing for everybody.
You let them know you're out before you make contact.
You look at the hit and go, oh shit, I'm out.
You know, you just, might as well
I
just
shouldn't
call-
swing!
I do commentate on my performance a lot.
You might as well call yourself out for like you get there like, oh, she got me. I'm good. Don't worry. Don't worry.
No,
Blue.
that's it,
I
I'm
know.
out. This pitch looks
Oh
great.
shit, he's silent. He might be going to second. That's your strategy, right?
Oh, fuck.
Kids call you sir or ma'am.
See, I did that when I was younger anyway.
They call each
I
other.
call
I
it
got
friends
called
stuff.
ma'am all the time when I was in high school.
I believe that.
There's reasons.
Well, I mean, and for what we do for work and stuff, you got called sir. Oh God.
I got yelled at by the older people for saying sir.
Yeah.
And it was like, I call my friends who are definitely not sir level, sir. So if anything, I'm mocking you.
I went to South Street and they just all think I'm a female.
I mean, you were when you had long hair.
Yeah.
Well, that
You
makes.
still have the
But you had the
goatee
goatee.
still, right?
An ugly fucking woman.
Yeah, I went to, what was it, Jim's or whatever, and I went to order. He goes, what do you want, ma'am? And then immediately realized.
Oh, I was there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you were there.
Oh my god. Because I had long hair too, and I didn't get called ma'am.
Yeah, he did.
Gay.
But I did. And then he immediately had to turn. He couldn't even take my order at that point. He had to turn around and dilate.
That's because you wore yours down.
Yeah. Well, no, I wore.
At
Well,
least
yeah.
yours isn't a man bun, really.
It's barely a ponytail. I get lazy.
That's fair.
Plus the hair ties I bought, they suck, but I bought 200 of them and I'm committed.
That's fair. Awesome.
Minute.
The hair ties
Don't
I
worry
bought.
about it.
If you play a pickup basketball game, you wake up sore the next day. Oh God.
Don't do that. I don't play basketball.
Yeah, I didn't do that when I
I'm
was
trying
18.
to do a segment here.
You're fine.
Fucking hold your bladder.
I was trying, but it's past
Next.
9 o'clock.
You're.
You left before 9.
No, I left at 9.
Like
I left
8:59.
at 9.
Just turn him
Your,
mic off.
your friends get way into their hobbies. Wait, never mind. Those are just your friends who run marathons.
Okay, I like to do
Wait a
woodworking.
minute.
We
I
don't
don't
know.
know
Do we
a
know a
si-
single
I don't-
friend that
I don't know.
runs marathons?
Well, we all signed up for some.
Yeah.
Most of our hobbies
we don't
include
do it.
Well,
fucking...
you mean
yeah.
gaming marathon?
No,
Yeah, there it is.
There.
Yeah.
Also, most of our hobbies include screwing with each other, so...
Yeah, it's either torturing somebody
Not
or
screwing each other.
Or
Woodworking.
drinking.
woodworking.
Or drinking. So, speaking of gaming marathons, you get invited to at least 10 charity events a year. I don't know. I don't think 10. Maybe 10.
I get
The guy at
invited
Wawa
to
asks all the time.
1, 2, how many ever he does.
One, Gibby, and you're fucking...
Last year was the
upset.
only time we did 2.
You want to do a Hurricane Florence relief?
We could.
Good, let's do it.
Yeah, look how well Harvey's went.
I'm thinking, wow.
Harvey was late, though.
Yeah.
Like, the one for Harvey was like...
It was a twofer because I think it was like Harvey and there was another one.
Yeah, but I
And-
mean, like, the timing was like 2 weeks after Harvey versus Florence was just like yesterday.
Yeah, because like Harvey happened and we're like, Jesus, this is happening a lot. Because I think there was another one before that and we were just kind of like, eh. And then Harvey destroyed Texas and it was like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe we'll do something.
This one's cute. And charity events become one of the few socially acceptable times to get completely blacked out without anyone judging you.
Still Rob Matt.
Who the hell gets blacked out?
Rob Matt.
Who would...
He goes upstairs, power naps, and comes right back down.
So that's not really blacking out then. That's
That's,
power.
well, that's Rob Matt.
Yeah, it is Rob.
To a normal human being, that's blacking out. He just recovers quicker.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's yeah. All right.
But he hasn't been to any of our charity events.
all of
He's been to all
He's
of
one
them,
of the only people that stays there almost the whole time.
Yeah.
except for the power nap.
Remember the first year he fell asleep, we started throwing shoes at him?
And then the second year I played Sonic 3 and it pissed him to fuck off.
I remember that, yeah.
And then the third year, he had a huge following as the drunk guy.
Yep.
Like everybody loved the
No,
internet
he's
loved him.
Matt's actually always here. He's like a
Oh,
steady,
shit.
like...
I don't remember. Man,
And he always
I
donates,
don't
like-
realize when he's here half the time.
He always donates like a decent amount of money too, like at least like $100, if not more than that. Because
Yeah.
then the drunker he gets, the more he donates.
It's true.
So that's why we get him blitzed.
Just handing you money like that.
He does.
That's what he did the third year. Last year he actually stayed somewhat sober-ish. He made it longer.
Yeah.
And then
I was drinking and playing Halo.
Yeah, because I brought my Xbox.
You should
which
do it
killed
again.
everybody at the gaming event because nobody knew what to do. You were off camera doing your own thing.
No, because for a while we were watching him fuck up Mario so bad he couldn't get past
But
the first
again,
level.
off camera. He wasn't
Yeah,
doing the main
exactly.
stage.
It wasn't even main stage. Yeah, I was getting pissed at that game too.
You look like a weirdo if you wear a jersey to a pro sports game. I don't get that one.
I don't get that one either.
This guy must be like a really, really, really scrawny guy. That's why he didn't look right in a jersey.
Yeah.
You almost never get to wear t-shirts outside of the house.
Why?
I don't know.
That's all you guys
I mean, I guess if he's a
Hello.
is he
Yeah.
a bit like Kerbin doesn't
Oh,
anymore?
he's got a career.
Yeah, like Kerbin really doesn't wear t-shirts.
I guess.
Kerbin's a weirdo though.
Kerbin,
I wasn't pounce on him, but
Speaking
it
of
just
Kerbin,
he wears polos a lot.
oh, speaking of Kerbin, he just commented on something.
people are way more into wine and craft beers, and way less into Coors Light. Well, one Coors Light
Okay.
is terrible at any age.
You just
ever.
get smart.
Yeah, get smarter.
You actually
but-
you get money,
That's
and you go, you know what? I can afford something that tastes not like ass.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't pay for craft beers, or at least I'd find one craft beer I like, and that's it. I don't understand the whole like shopping around at different craft
Yeah.
beers. Like, I'm more of a find one I like that's at a good price. Beer.
Yes.
I don't care. I drink
That's me.
everything.
You
I'll drink most
alcohol.
things, but I mean, if I'm gonna buy beer,
Oh, if I buy, I very, 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 very rarely, except for Hogarden. God, I love Hogarden.
That's liking one specific one.
Yeah, but
You're not trying, like,
otherwise,
9
if
different
I go
brands
out,
just
if I
to-
go out to like a bar or something, they got craft beers on tap. Hell yeah, that's where I'm going. Craft beer and all up.
but do you get ones you know, or do you just keep trying new ones?
I keep trying new ones.
Yeah, you're weird.
He's above 30.
But I mean, it actually kind of makes sense too, because you're not buying a whole pack; you're getting a glass of it, so you know if you like it or not.
And I like a lot of them, but I don't like them enough to pay like the $80 they want for a 6-pack.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
that's fair.
Like bastards.
Fucking do that. Anyway, that's all we got. So let's go around the horn. Gibby, what you got going on?
Chickens.
Okay. That's it.
Please email me at thedacemanshow@gmail.com.
So he can take a screenshot and send it to Dace.
Exactly.
Essentially.
That's all I really got.
Thursday.
Thursday.
I'm not gonna be here, so.
He's not gonna be here.
Are you guys actually still doing it?
Wait, are
They
we
are.
still
Yeah.
doing it?
Yep.
Where are we doing it at?
Here. Randy's a part of it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Valid's still here.
You plugged terribly. Frank, what do you got going on?
Follow me on Twitter at the Dace Man Show,
Doesn't exist.
where there's a tweet wishing this guy happy old day. And also, I think I might be here on Thursday for the D&D event. As a spoiler alert, because Dace isn't here and Cheever wanted to fill in.
He plugged it better than you did, and you've been a part of it.
I don't even know what's going
Does
So-
Bob Padre know he's gonna be here?
I may be here. Hey, Bob.
I think so.
If you're still listening,
We were talking about last
looking
time.
at you, babe.
So, yeah.
But I think so. At least I think that's what's happening. Cheever asked me, and I'm like, sure. That's
Okay.
as far as it went.
Well,
So I may be here
they start at 8.
at 8
No,
o'clock.
yeah.
Eastern time.
We don't start at 8.
7 o'clock
No, it
Central.
starts streaming at 8. You guys don't start playing until at least a half
I
hour.
was gonna
It'll-
say, yeah. So it takes.
It says die, Frank Ward. $10 says he kills you in the campaign.
Public says he's not showing up on Thursday.
I'm willing to bet he
Padre,
kills you.
I heard Frank was a tiefling.
No, that's me. If my character gets killed while I'm gone, it's over.
And it's a type.
I have no idea. Cheever said he had an idea, and I said, sure.
I just assumed Dace was
Oh, I
going
know.
to be quote unquote an autopilot, and you were just going to be some random person that was brought in.
Yeah, I'm some random. That's all I know.
I doubt he would put me on autopilot because you would kill me.
I wouldn't
But-
kill you, but I would
No, if
definitely.
anything, he'll just have you not part of the thing. Like you're off doing something on your own.
I
Most
would-
That's
likely.
what Mike used to do with
Well,
anyone.
no, because I want to ride him.
No.
What is it with you and doing that?
I want to ride
Yeah,
something by the
do
end of
not.
this damn episode.
Anyways,
What do you have going
Not a
on?
damn
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit!
Anyway, check us out on thedacemanshow.com. Like us over on facebook.com/thedacemanshow. Heart us or subscribe here on twitch.tv/daceman and friends. I had an urge again today to get back into streaming now that I have so many things that can actually do it. Did you just mute me?
No, this is you.
Okay, I'm good.
I feel like you're really, really loud on that.
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's because it's Cheever's mic on Thursday.
still couldn't hear him for shit. Just saying.
He sits this far back.
So
Like, if the mic's here, he's talking there.
You muted both of you guys now.
shit! I thought I unmuted myself.
I thought he did it again. Anyway,
Stop touching things.
I can't help it.
I did contemplate streaming again. There's a good chance I will.
I want to
actually
start
want to
streaming again,
start.
but I
That
need my
might be
child to
delayed a little
get
bit.
older.
The camera's over there
That's
somewhere.
fine.
trying to
Might
get
be
older.
delayed a little bit. There's a reason why, but I'll explain.
Oh, because you don't have a house to live in.
No, I do. It may just be changing again.
Well, anyway, I really want to get back into it. I guess turning 30, you said this when you turned 30.
Hello?
You get more like, holy shit, you're now on the downhill slope to death.
Yeah, it all sucks from here.
We might start pushing out more
Really
stuff.
glad I'm not 30.
And hopefully, wings being snipped actually means something. Anyway, tune in Thursday. These guys will be doing D&D. The Tale That Destroys Some Shit. And other than that,
Really? Holy shit, Frank's my hair's
other than that, you can check us out on Twitter at the Dace Man, at the Dace Man Show. And then last but not least, youtube.com/Dace Man Show. So anyway. Ah, boy, oh boy. For the few. For the proud. And for the Dace-tacular. Thank you guys for tuning in, and it'll probably be a remote show next Tuesday. We'll figure it out. See you next Tuesday.